Welcome back, boys, to the La Liga Lounge, coming at you here with Season 3, Episode 4, me and Houston. As always, Houston, how you doing today, buddy?
Dan, I'm doing great. You know, we got a lot of flack for taking a vacation. You're entitled to go to weddings on a Tuesday. I'm entitled to go work a 9 to 5. You know what?
Yeah. You know,
Screw you, Kevin.
These people think these episodes just magically appear out of thin air, Houston. I realize the grind that goes in every week in, week out to prep these episodes, dude. You know, lack of appreciation in this league. You know, not very many leagues got a podcast.
We did miss 2 weeks, justifiably so, but we did miss 2. We got a lot to catch up on. We're going to look at the top of the mountain, bottom of the mountain. Dan, where do you want to start? You want to start at the top or the bottom?
Got to start at the top of the mountain here, Houston. We got 3 teams tied with a 5-1 record. Houston, you being one of them. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. We got Timmy, and we got total shocker in my mind, Anthony up there at the very top with the tiebreaker stuff in the ESPN does. But anyways, we got 3 teams up at the top, Houston. You want to start off talking about your own since no one better to?
I am third with the points for. Yeah, I mean, I lost the other week. It was tough. My guys didn't come out to show, but yeah, I like where my team is. I've had some injuries, but you know, nothing crazy. Great quarterback play. Aaron Jones, a little disappointing. Dylan has taken touches from him. Everyone made fun of my number 1 receiver being a wide receiver too, and Gabe Davis, and he has showed up and showed out. Amari Cooper, up and down, but mostly good weeks. Montgomery, But yeah, no, I like the running back game, provided some trade opportunities, but I got to get healthy and they got to get touches. So who do you like? I guess we'll go up the ladder then to Timmy. What do you think of Timmy, Dan?
Yeah, Timmy's team currently ranked 2nd place in the league, boys, here. You know, looking at Timmy's team, Houston, I kind of am awestruck that he's 5-1. Honestly, I really am. I expect more out of Timmy, Timmy's 5-1, so he's doing well. He's doing well. But I don't know how he got to 5-1, dude. He's got Zeke Elliott, who's kind of like Aaron Jones, been getting some shit taken away.
Great comparison.
You know, Benjamin is his RB2, who I didn't even realize was a player in the league.
Till James Conner got hurt. Yeah.
James Conner got hurt, so he's picking up the slack, but that's probably a temporary situation. Justin Jefferson, Josh Allen, those are solid. Mark Andrews, solid. But besides those 3 names, Josh Allen, Justin Jefferson, and Mark Andrews, I don't see much going on with Tim's team. I'm surprised he's been able to ride this way, 5-1. Honestly, we'll see if he can keep it up. But if I was a betting man, I might take he's going to have more losses than he's in the next 5 than he did in the first 5.
You know, and you'll notice this with the number 1 guy too. Their points against are near the bottom of the league. Most people are in the 600s. They're in the 500s. So although I'm even lower than them. So
Houston, take us to the top of the mountain. Take us to the tippy top here, buddy.
The top of the mountain, Dan, I would say he has an even worse team than Timmy. I'm not just saying this. I think I have a better team than those 2, but they have more points for. That'd be Anthony. Who would have fucking thought Anthony would be here?
Anthony was our preseason power ranking number 12 team, worst team in the league. He's really making us eat our words here.
Eat it. But let's look at some of his players. Damian Pierce, great pickup. Credit there. Raheem Mostert for Miami, running back. Okay.
Projected 12. So. CeeDee
Lamb, having a down year for him. Lockett. Down year. Ertz and Jacoby Myers, New England receiver, is a joke.
He fucked up Detroit, but that's about it.
Right. He has on his Cooper Kupp on his bench, but Akers is splitting time, getting injured. Pitts has not shown out without Matt Ryan. Rashad Penny injured. I don't know how he's doing it either. Dan, yeah. I don't think I'm going to make a prediction here. I don't think either one of these 2 teams have the buys. I think they both fall.
I thought you were going to say they're both going to miss the playoffs, which I thought would have been a little much.
Yeah.
But I agree. I don't think either one of these 2 stay at the top of the mountain at the end of the year. I really don't, Houston. I really don't. I see you, Kevin, even Max pulling away with that a little bit more as the season wears on, I think.
In fact, and we didn't talk this pre-show, but I'm going with it. You have odds to bet Anthony and Timmy to get their bye. So you get the buy Timmy Anthony right now, plus 150, both of you.
I like it.
That's called the sportsbook boost.
I like it. I like it. So Houston, we got top of the mountain. Let's work our way down to the bottom here. We got 2 teams in the league, both at 1-5. We got Murphy and we got Forbes. Forbes.
Who do you want to take?
We'll start with Murphy. Murphy's at the very bottom he's the last ranked team in the league at number 12. Really purely on points for differential with Forbes there. Looking at Murphy's team, Houston,
looks better than Timmy.
It looks better than Timothy and Anthony's. At first glance, you're like, wow, these are way better names than those guys have, but somehow it just hasn't worked out that way. Who are we talking about again? Murphy here, he's got Najee Harris, Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin, Monroe St. Brown. He just got some good players in there. That Monroe St. Brown's been hurt. He's
Jalen Hurts, best quarterback though.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts. I mean, yeah, it's really quite surprising to see his roster after you look at how low in the standings he is, really.
But we are in a high stakes, sophisticated league. Matchups matter. I'll go pick up a receiver if he's got, someone's got Josh Allen. I'm playing Timmy with Josh Allen. You gotta pick up and play your opponent, And I don't think Murph was ready for that. Really don't.
Yeah. New guy to the league, he's got some things to learn. I think he's probably figuring that out this year, Hughes.
Yeah. And then I'll take it to Forbes. I go to Forbes lineup, and Dan, this is I've never seen a year like this because I look at Forbes, the bottom 2 people. I look at his lineup, looks better than Timmy and Anthony's.
Yep.
Again, it really does. I think it's comparable to mine. You could argue good, bad, better, worse. But Lamar Jackson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, AJ Dillon, who's getting more points than Jones, Tyreek Hill, Mike Williams, who's Keenan Allen's been injured forever.
Dalvin Cook,
Taj Boyd, Higbee, a top 5 tight end. I don't know how Forbes is losing too, but he is. I think he's had a couple more injuries, and some of these guys, hot weeks, not weeks. But looking at Forbes is up there for most points against, 688. He actually has the most points against. So that's a big reason Forbes is missed a win or two here. 592, a lot of points for too. So
yeah, Forbes teams look strong, Houston. I think he's got solid wide receivers. I think the running backs are the strength of his team. So yeah, we'll see what Forbes can do for the rest of the year here. Hopefully we'll see him get away from the cellar of the league, like where he usually is.
So looking at the percents now, Murphy has a 6% chance of making the playoffs. Forbes has a 14% chance.
Interesting.
All
right, Hughes. Let's keep it moving here, buddy. So, new segment to the show here.
We have to. It's happened so much we had to make it a segment.
Yeah, we do. And really this year we've been slacking on this topic, so we're really gonna try to make up for our lack of doing this in the past year, this season at least. New segment. It's called Commissioner Complaints. Looking at Kevin and the things he's doing that just make you want to slap him in the face a little bit as our commissioner. Hughes, why don't you get us going?
This was 2 weeks ago. Kevin's playing. His defense scores a touchdown. Yay. And he knows that he's got Josh Jacobs on the opponent's side coming Monday night. And he noticed, my defense, they got a sack, and then they got a fumble, and then they picked up the fumble, and they went and scored a touchdown. But they didn't count my touchdown. They just counted the sack and the fumble. Oh, my gosh, guys, I want the 6 points. And so Kevin brings this to the group, as Max and me and Eric have all brought legitimate concerns and questions. Hey, Commissioner, can we maybe change this? This doesn't seem right. And Kevin goes, guys, this is different. I gotta rule. This shouldn't. I should get these points right. And Kevin would always say to me, because I probably have the most complaints, I'll admit. And Kevin would always say, I guess you should work your lineup better. You should plan better if you know you got a guy Monday night and IR and blah, 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 blah. You know what, Kevin? You should plan your fucking league better, okay? organize your fucking rules, get the fucking point scoring down, and figure it the fuck out. Gosh.
Yeah, Hughes. I think the key thing there being, when it suits him, he's going to bring up the issue and give it real live consideration.
Mhm.
When it's something that affects him. But when you've brought up things, many people brought up things that really have just been kind of shot down right away, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Another thing, Houston, we ain't got no chode punishment. We haven't had chode punishment 6-7 years we've run this league. We haven't had a damn chode punishment, not once. Ultimately, that falls on the commissioner.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, shit, I go beat my wife and I'll still get to play all my 9 guys next week. I mean, come on, Kevin, get it together.
Not to mention there was that valid thing brought up, I think, by Jeff, where we've had the same schedule, play the same people in the same order.
We still have our journalists under La Liga Lounge anonymously undercover looking into this.
Yep.
So Dan, these last 2 weeks, we usually have a feature game of the week, and we do have one for this upcoming week, which we're going to talk about. You're going to love the 2 opponents. They're great guys. But games of the week. So let's go back to week 5 and look at the game of the week. Want to give these guys their props. Give them credit, right? Timmy playing Jeff, 120 to 117. Timmy put up a good number. He's playing well, pretty good. Jefferson Allen went off. He just has 1 or 2 guys each week that just go off. But Jeff, 3 points behind. But what killed him was T. Higgins, 0 points, and Waller, 0 points.
Yeah.
I remember Waller got hurt in like the first drive, and then T. Higgins was active and then didn't play at all. Otherwise, I think Jeff wins that game, but he still put up a great fight with a pretty good team, and he's in the mix this year. But he's got to come around here. But Dan, why don't you bring us to week 6 here?
He's week 6, our highlight matchup here. And we're just rewinding to catch you boys up because we know we're going to hear it from you. Week 6, we had, what we're doing? We're doing Josh versus Ruben. This final score, 91-90, tight game. Ruben again losing a freaking nail biter at the end. Seems like Ruben cannot catch a break last season and this season, really, with his close game fiascos. But this one, Houston, really close going into Monday or Sunday night. I think Ruben had a solid lead, and just a couple of players that went for Josh crept him back up, and he got there.
I think it was like 90-54, and he had 3 guys playing Monday night.
Yeah, it sounds right. I mean, it's not telling me what day these games were played, so I don't know which specific players it was, but
the winning field goal,
down 2.5, and they kicked the field goal for 3 points.
That's right, Hopkins.
Oh wow,
that's amazing.
Wow, Hughes, what do we got? What do we got this week?
The matchup of the week. Okay, this is a fun one. This is your co-host matchup. Me, 5-1 versus Dan, 3-3. Dan, you slipped a bit, but you're healthy. JT's coming back. I got the other running back, Tennessee playing Indy, of Derrick Henry, coming off the bye. We got a 50% probability. It's gonna be fun. You gotta get a new defense in there, kid.
Yeah, I gotta pick one up off the waiver wire still, Hughes. But yeah, like you said, man, I'm actually feeling pretty good about this. Last 2 weeks, I went 1-1, and I was happy with that because I lost Jonathan Taylor. DeAndre Hopkins was still out. Now this week, dude, it seems like everything's coming together. I finally got people healthy. I got DeAndre Hopkins off of suspension, which hopefully will boost my wide receiver core. So, I'm feeling good. I'm going up against a giant here with Houston at 5-1, but I
got Gabe Davis on a bye, but otherwise, I'm fully loaded. I don't like some of the matchups though. Mahomes against San Francisco, Montgomery against New England, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it'll be good. All right, Hughes. I think that's it, man. I think we gotta sign off here. So
time's running out. Tick, tick, tick. That was fun. We're gonna have a guest next week. We got to get you guys more involved. Your participation rate has been lower than the last 2 years, but we're always having fun here. We're coming to work. We're excited to next week.
Yes, sir. See you boys next week, FTC.
FTC.